Alright, so today we are actually going to calculate our ecological footprint with a website, which I forgot to put on here, but it will be there by the time you get to this assignment. So we are going to, calculator, there we go. So we're going to be calculating our ecological footprint, which is super awesome. This, I told you guys in class, or on the Zoom call, if you were there, that this is something you might have to do with your parents right there, or have asked them a couple questions. Ask them a couple questions about general things. Sorry, my phone is definitely going off. So you're going to go through and answer all these questions, and it's going to give you a Earth overshoot day. An Earth overshoot day is the day in which if everybody lived like you, we would no longer, the Earth would end because the resources would be gone. So you're going to calculate your own Earth overshoot day. So it's going to ask you questions like, how often do you eat animal-based products? Mine is infrequently, like vegetarian. Perhaps we always strive to be vegan, as you know, in my own life. I'm just going to ask you other questions that get a little bit hard. So it might not be hard to tell me how much meat you eat per week, but it might be a little bit harder to tell me how much food you eat is unprocessed, unpackaged, or locally grown. So I try to hit up the farmer's market as much as I can, but I'm not all that good at it. A lot of the food that I eat is unprocessed and unpackaged, but definitely not all, because I enjoy things like cheese, which is processed. And then it asks you, what type of housing do you live in? I live in a condo, or we'll go with a multi-story apartment. You guys most likely live in a freestanding, which means all by itself house with running water. Freestanding without running water would be something like a hut. Luxury condominium would be like something you see at the beach. Apartments would be here, duplex or row houses with 2 or 3 housing units. So you would tell me your house type, you would tell me what it's made out of or what you think it's made out of. Mine is mostly brick and concrete. Tell me how many people live in your house. It's 2 for me. What's the size of your home? It's pretty small. Probably a little bit bigger than that. Do I have electricity? Yep. How energy efficient is your home? I've got pretty efficient houses, maybe. And then you're going to keep going with this. So we're just going to do this arbitrary, but just without putting my stats in, so we can see what the end looks like, because you have some questions at the end. So you're going to answer the rest of your house questions, and then trash, and then how much do you travel a week? That's pretty much how much I travel a week. I have a pretty good fuel average car at about 41 miles per gallon. I do not use a bicycle. How much do I carpool? Still pretty occasionally. How far do I travel on public transportation each week? None, because we don't have any around here in Elizabethtown. How many hours do you fly each year? I usually go home, so we'll say 10 hours or 7 hours. You're going to want to skip and just view your results. So here's your information, and you've got questions to answer on your sheet. Tell me when your Earth overshoot day is. If everybody lived like you, my Earth overshoot day would be on this day. This means that by this date, we would have used as much from nature as Earth as you can renew in an entire year. In 2010, Earth's overshoot day for humanity in 2020 is August 22nd. Mine is April 27th. So this would mean that from January to April 27th, I would have used all the resources that could naturally be replenished on Earth. If everyone lived like I did, we would need 3.1 Earths in order to survive. If you click these little things, you would see more information. Telling me your Earth overshoot day is one of your questions. How many Earths would we need if we were able to live, if everybody lived like me? I would need 3.1 Earths. How do I feel about my results? So you would tell me how you feel about your results. Like, does it make you feel some type of way? Are you happy? Are you sad? Do you care? Do you not care? Are you very indifferent to it? That kind of thing. Tell me why as well. And then what is one thing you could do to lower your score? So start thinking about your own ecological footprint. What is one thing you could do to take that score down just 1 point? So that's your assignment today. I'm going to link this page in there so you know where to go. And that's all. Once you've calculated your ecological footprint and answered the questions, that's all you need to do today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some notes on reduce, reuse, and recycle. For that, there will be no live Zoom tomorrow. That we're going to be doing some testing here in the building for Plan C students. So you are going to have to use the recorded lecture to get the answers. Have a great day. If you have questions, as always, email me.